welcome back. We are here. This is Drinks and Toys. It's your boy Shellhead Tony on this beautiful Tuesday evening. It's a little hot in my house. I think the AC might not be working properly. I am here with Mr. Johnny Five. Johnny, how are you this evening?
Salud. Hopefully your AC is working well because Florida's too hot for that bullshit.
Bro, it ain't even a joke. And Wheezy, what's up?
What's going on? I'm here just trying to set everything up on our end.
All right, good deal. And a lot of cool stuff has happened. I want to say this last week. It feels like it's forever between us getting together and talking and BSing with, all of our people and, all three of them. And I feel like a lot has taken place. There's been a lot of toy drops. They just had Joe Fest. We didn't get to go, but I know we for sure, all three of us are very upset we didn't get to go. And I think there's a lot of positives that still came out of it, even though we didn't get to make that journey up there. And what we got? Gustavo, what's up, brother? And so, like, one of the first things I think we're going to go ahead and take off and talk about tonight is probably going to be 2025, man. We're finishing up June. The year is half over. It's crazy. It's crazy. It is crazy. Look, man, there's been crazy releases and pickups and pre-orders and this is coming out and that's coming out and shit that finally dropped we didn't think we were gonna get, and HasLabs are getting paid out, and it's just like a big fucking whirlwind of toys. And so I guess with that being said,
toys and alcohol.
It's gone.
That's usually my problem. I just don't show it on camera.
Oh, we have to change that too. Apparently, you might once we get to the point where we're cool and we can like monetize. Apparently, you can get demonetized for having alcohol in your videos.
Well, we just won't talk about it. We'll just come off inebriated.
This will be my flat Pepsi.
There it is. You got some flat ass Pepsi in there, man.
We're gonna drink apple juice. This is
apple juice. Crap.
Oh shit.
Hey, look
here.
You're on TV.
All right. Miss Nicole, always a pleasure. Joe, what's up, man? Joe's awesome. He actually printed that 3D gauntlet from Predator.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's dope.
Nice work,
Joe. I need one of my size. That's all I need.
There you go, man. Joe, that's Wheezy is the Predator, the king of the Predators here. That came off really fucking bad.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that. Jesus Christ. Is Chris Hansen coming around? Holy fuck.
Oh, God, man.
Tony's already had too much apple juice.
I wish I did, man. I really don't. It was just great. That was good timing. Oh, crap. So we all look like Donald Trump. That's weird.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, Wheezy makes sense, but the rest of us, I'm not sure.
First of all, I'm a ginger, so we all know what that means these days, all right? So calm down.
I should look like I have, like, liver disease or something, like I'm graying out. I don't even know. But so it's a tight fit for me if you're interested. I don't know how to take that, but it's a whole different cast, man.
Welcome to Drinking Toys.
Woo!
This conversation's for after hours on our OnlyFans Patreon version, okay? This is
Oh my God. We are 4 minutes in and we've had a penis joke and Donald Trump. We're doing great.
So, hey, speaking of OnlyFans, you know what's really funny? I actually signed up an OnlyFans for J5 Toys back in the day when I first started because I was going to make little comedic like skits with like stop motion of like figures.
And showing your butthole? Like, what else is fucking...
No, it was just like parodies and shit. But like it has like cursing and all that other shit. So it was more like adult oriented. But the humor of it was that it's on OnlyFans. But then I got lazy. Dude, stop motion photography is some bullshit, man. It's a lot of work.
Oh, God damn it, Joe.
Need some sanding and paint.
Yeah. I used to do auto body. I had a shop. I'm tired of sanding.
There are so many innuendos. I don't even know if this is about the thing anymore.
Nope.
It's a tight fit. It's going to need some sanding and paint. All right. So 2025, we'd all talked about what we thought our years were going to look like. Jesus Christ, dude. that the dog?
Dog, yeah.
Stop motion porn. No, not quite.
Jesus Christ. So I was going to ask you if it has the little sneakers.
Sneakers?
That's fantastic. Where the hell is the rest of him?
Dude, that came out really well.
Okay.
Why isn't he together?
Eventually, I have to glue him, but he'll be there.
That's pretty cool. He was a good character, and Marvin the Martian was hilarious. So
Yeah, Marvin's up there. He's drying.
God rest him. So 2025, not predictions, any of that stuff, just, collections, where we thought we were going to be, what we were collecting. I'll tell you that I feel like I've maybe, with the exception of a couple, I can't remember when the hell I pre-ordered a couple items that I'll bring up, and you guys are going to tell me that was last year and you're way off base, but I was thinking of
Definitely last year.
Yeah, the only 3 things I can think of that I ordered that were not on my Gambit were the Dragon for what do you call it? Mythic Legions, because
Bro, that was like 2 years ago. What the hell are you smoking?
Was it? No, it wasn't that long ago. The Dragon was what, last year? Maybe?
The Dragon was like 3 months ago, 4 months
here's
ago.
The thing. A lot of us knew about it for a while, except for Tony. Tony didn't it didn't even come onto his radar until it was already up for pre-order.
So we had the Dragon. That's my one thing. Well, not my one thing, but I had the Dragon. I did the
Cursed Dead.
I can't even remember now. Was it HasLab Ecto, or is it just the Ecto for?
Oh, that's a HasLab Ecto.
Okay.
1/12 scale, 6-inch figure scale. Yeah.
Was that this year or was that last year?
That was this year. Well, that may have been last year.
Like December,
it was
November?
late last year.
Yeah, it was last year that they did, because it was down during the holidays, because everybody was bitching like, oh, it should have been done after the holidays. It's gonna fail, and then it wound up not failing.
Yeah, that sounds likely. And then the third one that I can think of is gonna be the Sentinel, not the it's not X-Men 97 though. It was just looked like an animated series Sentinel. It's like
it was the pre-order Sentinel, not the HasLab Sentinel.
Correct.
So it's a smaller version, but still pretty big.
Yeah, I don't know why I ordered that. I think because I thought I was going to order the rest of the X-Men or something, and I never did. So I'm sitting on that. Well, it's not in yet, actually. So I thought about canceling it, and I'm still on the fence about that one. And that's all I can think of that I really went off the rails on that I can remember.
Cursed Dead?
I don't really consider that one off the rails. I think we supported somebody, and I was excited about that, what the line was.
Okay. You just kept mentioning all this several times, how this is something I don't normally buy because, but I just love the story. So to me, it's a out of character purchase.
Okay, I'll give you that.
No, you know what Tony kind of went off the rails with fucking Godflame Jetfire.
No, that was fucking awesome. That was worth it.
How many times we had to hear him gripe about it's not coming in?
Because you fucking got it, and then I order it, and it's like, oh, you'll have it in 300 days. I'm like, so I'll have it in a year? I only got the one because Show Z made it happen. Huh. Johnny either had a stroke or his internet died.
Not only did I not get it, I got it 3 times.
It's like the clap with you.
Herpes just keeps coming back. So
when you get it, I got it 3 times.
I mean, so because earlier in the day when I brought up the idea of what we could discuss today, it's just because we are technically at the 6-month mark of the year, right? Sure. We're halfway through the year, roughly. And when we first, or the first episode, I think, of 2025, we went over kind of our goals of what we want to do for our collections. If we were adjusting what we were collecting, things we wanted to possibly get this year. And I was just kind of curious how we're looking. Like, what's the update? Are we sticking to what our goals were? Do we remember what our fucking goals were? I guarantee Tony doesn't.
I can tell you I probably have a roundabout idea, but no, probably not. I picked up things that I wanted to pick up, and I have picked up more vintage Robotech. I was hoping to do that, and I did. I have not gotten any more the Botsmaster pieces, but I think if Botsmaster was impromptu, I happened to come across a good deal on one particular piece. I like that line, and so therefore I bought the rest of those pieces. But that wasn't really a goal for me for this year. It was more picking up more Robotech pieces that I can remember. I know that was a goal for me. I picked up more vintage turtles, but that's just par for the course for, for selling and for things like that. But I can't really think of anything else that was on my list that I needed to have that I was hunting for. I think this year was more like the year of getting rid of the junk. Like I kept saying, to move on to classic turtles only, not the NECA anymore, and sticking.
And we know you have not followed through on that. You've bought every NECA turtle that's come out.
Well, hold on. So I'm talking for resale. I'm sorry, not for personal personal gain. No. I continue to buy NECA for myself and anything else that comes out that I don't need. But for the business, I guess you could say, I want to make sure that I'm continuing to capture the classic items, the items that are bring attention, bring money, and Transformers, just whatever the hell is out there, because anything and everything Transformers sells, I don't care if it's on the shelf, people still buy it. So,
yeah, because I was thinking back, because I don't remember exactly the details of what I was like, my exact wants or goals for 2025 when it came to my collection. But I do know I remember saying that I want to do more third party or more independent toy lines, and I feel like I've done more, but nothing like insane. I think it's more of the lines that I had already kind of pre-ordered with have finally arrived. So like the Mythic Legions with the skeleton horse, like that arrived. You know what I mean? Like those things. But I also remember going on about getting away from the main stuff and maybe doing more vintage. And I've definitely gone down the vintage bug when it came to the trolls, the skeleton warriors. So I've done that. And I know the one big one that I said that I feel like I was going to do this year was Scratch. Getting me a vintage Scratch.
Ooh.
And no closer. In fact, I might feel like I might be further away from that. Because after getting the skeleton warriors and the trolls and stuff, and the fun I've had getting those things, and that dissect an alien thing, I think I mentioned on one of the last casts, I feel like I enjoy those lines more than vintage turtles. Like getting those random one-off lines. I think just getting those kind of killed my entire drive to even hunt down a Scratch now. Like I just don't give a shit.
So, it's funny. I want to go to the chat in a minute, but it's funny you mentioned about Scratch, because I literally today I had messaged Joey Bones and I was like, hey man, I need Scratch accessories. Do you ever come across them? I don't mind. I'll pay because I need to complete my Scratch, grade them, and get them put away. And he's like, no, I never come across them. And so, of course, I'm like, let me just see what eBay's got. And, of course, they don't have anything on there. They did have a Scratch with accessories. He was still missing one, which is the fish boomerang or whatever the fuck it is.
Mm-hmm.
They had the gun. They had the penguin. They had the money bag. But they didn't have the fish boomerang or whatever it is. And they still wanted $2,500 just for that, the way it's sat. You can't touch the figure for less than $1,000. And that's in poor condition. Mine's in beautiful condition. I really just need nice accessories to make it better. But yeah, I don't know, man. You're far off on that one.
Like I said, I feel like I'm getting away from it. I feel like the drive, the want of it just isn't there anymore, which is fine with me. I can save that money for other cool shit.
For sure. Right. Any toes you're
just wait for the perfect deal to come along.
Right. To Johnny's point, man, it'll drop in your hat before you even know it. Like you won't even realize it was.
And just random before Johnny goes, if he remembers what he said, I was going through the closet here, trying to dig out stuff for the show, and I found one of my racist robots. Look, one of the only Transformers I own.
Is it Optimus?
The fuck? That's Optimus. Yes.
I can't see the face. Oh.
It's a fucking racist robot.
The one of the two they cast in the movie, and they both happen to be ghetto for some reason.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, these guys.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. The one has gold teeth, ironically.
Yeah, the racist robots.
It's so messed up. Nicole, to answer your question, always excited for Lakeland. Lakeland is always a great show. It always does really well. It brings great traffic. I love the people that come out for that one. I am excited to see how Ocala does. I don't know that I'm necessarily just excited for the show. I'm excited for different people that it might bring out and see what kind of buzz there might be in Ocala for us. And hopefully it's huge where the promoter can take off with that and do more. And of course we all benefit from it and the community benefits from it because we get to a different clientele. And we already showed this one, but yeah, those are fucking phenomenal. I'm just upset with Joy Toy's scale more than anything. I can't get past it, though I continue to buy it because I'm an idiot. But
if Joy Toy had them in a bigger scale, I don't think they would necessarily put NECA in a position like a run for their money, but they would be a decent competition for NECA.
I agree because I would rather pay. Right now, it's almost $70 some odd for a NECA 2-pack, or excuse me, I'm sorry, $75. If Joy Toy was the same scale as NECA, I'd buy the Joy Toy because their attention to detail is way better. But you're also talking about two totally different lines where Joy Toy, I feel, is going for an edgier, a little more realistic, little more detailed figure, where NECA is wholeheartedly trying to stay with the cartoon adaptation.
Yeah, no, I can see where if they were there, that people would go on to both. It's not like one would replace the other. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I think for some fans, because of the pricing of these things, I think it would cause some fans like, ooh, I think I need to move over because that more realistic look to them is really appealing.
Yeah, I agree. Rebel Girl, what's up, baby?
Apparently, Nicole saw some cool horror stuff at Walmart. I'm assuming it's the stuff that's with Trick or Treat Studios. Like they had the Killer Clowns last year. Then this year they had a couple Terrifier things. Toxic Crusader toys usually wind up part of it. They had like the Nun Annabelle this year.
That's what it was. You just reminded me. We got to get to Johnny, but sorry, you just reminded me. Go ahead.
Walmart.
Yeah, in the electronics section, usually by the movies, there's like an extra section where they have like just horror stuff. Then there's like another part where it's just anime.
No, I know what you're talking about, but I haven't seen Terrifier stuff there.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious what Terrifier stuff's been at Walmart there.
One was like a head. Like I don't know if it was like a glow in the dark head. It was some type of head. Another one was like a book or some shit. Like it's nothing crazy. It's just little knickknacks, like little bullshit swag for the movies. And then the figure wise they had was, at least the recent run was the Nun Ultimate, the 8-inch scale cloth Megan, one of the Toxic Crusader figures, and something else. But there is what I want to get if it goes on clearance because I feel $15 is too much. It might not be, but for me it is. You know, like a Zen garden, like those little rods where you take like the stick, you make like the designs in the sand. It's a Zen garden, but it's Jaws. So like instead of a tree, you have like Jaws coming out of the water, and you have like his buoy and like I was like, that's kind of cool. But I'm like, $15? Not really.
So see, I don't know if I could balk at $15, man. For $15, I just fucking buy it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I should have gotten it, but I'm just like, because I don't know where I'm gonna put it. Is really what it comes down to. Like, I don't have the space for it right now.
Yeah, is it small enough to go like on a desk?
Yeah, no, it's small. That's where I put it. It would be like right next to my laptop. But with the other shit I have here, I just have no space for it at the moment.
My luck, one of the cats would shit in it.
Jesus Christ. But then, like, but see, I say that, right? But then, like, it's all about price, too, because I picked this thing up for like $2 on clearance at Target. Fucking Lincoln Logs.
That's funny.
But, like, it makes a pin holder, but it's actual Lincoln Logs. I'm like, oh, Lincoln Logs, that's cool. For $2, I bought it. Why the fuck not?
You're building it.
That's Lincoln Logs.
That's true. I'm going to skip past that. Johnny, go ahead. What do you got? And the chat got shut down.
Yeah. So actually, I did say I was going to cut back this year. And I don't know what the fuck happened with me on that because I did not cut back. God damn it. Man, it's been a great year this year for some amazing figures coming out. Devastator Wars. It's crazy. So many different third-party Devastators that came out this year that are amazing. So I was not really ready for that, but I'm happy that it came. Dude, Bruticus. Full scale Bruticus. That thing is incredible. It's almost done. Like I can't wait for that combiner to be finished.
I missed
I'm
out on it.
hoping. Yeah, I'm hoping they come out with the G2 version though.
That killed me. I'm sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, I
Dude.
love G2 colors, man. So anything they come out with G2, it's like a no-brainer to buy.
Yep. And then of course, like I got into the Remco horror figures this past year. Those are incredible. Tammy got into those too. She got she got bit by that bug. So we're both like actively hunting those.
So it's funny, like you guys were talking about some of like the retro stuff that came out, and Chris is doing Alien and whatnot, and I have been like not hardcore looking at all, but probably since like February, I've been off and on looking for Jaws stuff because again it's a movie that I didn't grow up with it. I kind of did, right? But it came out well before I was born. But it came out in 77, I think, 75 or 77, and
7, I think.
77, right? Sounds right. So
50. It was 50 years. So
75. Yeah. So it came out in 75. So when I was in 81, I was a year old.
Right.
So it was already a 6-year-old movie, and I remember whenever I did watch the movie, I don't remember what year it was. The movie scared the shit out of me. So I've always had a soft spot for Jaws. It's been a great movie. It is a great movie. It continued to be a great movie, and
Love Jaws.
It's great. So I love when they put out swag or memorabilia and all this crazy stuff. And I'll buy things here and there. I don't need to be a completist. It's just Jaws. I'll buy something that I like. And so I bought the Ultimates, but I've been hunting the original Ideal Toys, Bruce the Shark, the Jaws game.
Oh, so the one that NECA made their own version of?
Yeah. Yes. NECA made their own version. So, I look and you just can't. What's up, MDT? So you like Ideal Toys, they made a bunch of stuff back in the day. And so you can find one complete and that's great, but I'm an inbox guy. Give it to me inbox at least complete or give it to me inbox sealed. I found one sealed. I'm working on it right now. I got 3 days left. I'm hoping honest to God that I win this auction because the box is so pretty. It has the OG Jaws poster, like the theatrical poster. That's the label for the front of the box for Ideal Toys. And again, because it's sealed, I'd like to get it graded and preserve it because it's one of those things I don't ever want to go away or have an issue with or anything like that. But such a corny ass game, but such a cool piece. And I'm super excited that they made it, and I'm super excited I can get it because back then there were not toys really made for that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, no, definitely not. I'm surprised there was even a game made for it because it wasn't a kids movie. It's not has no gear towards children at all.
Right. They weren't out there making Leatherface toys in the 70s, and 80s or whatever.
But ironically, they made an Alien.
Yep.
Right. So I actually those out there in fucking TV land, I bought Wheezy the original 79 Alien board game, and it's so pretty. I found it on Marketplace. I put it in the group. Wheezy was like, "I'd buy that." Well, I said, "Well, surprise!"
He was surprised at how clean that looked too. Like,
yeah, it is super clean, man.
Yeah,
and it's here at the house, and I figured if anybody was going to own it, it was going to be Wheezy. And then the guy was super cool, and he does have the original Kenner Alien. He's got the box, he's got the instructions, and if it's anything like the board game, it's well taken care of. He just has not uncovered it yet, and when he does, he is going to let me know because I gave the guy my time. I had a conversation, and he's a talker. So,
dude, so yeah, when you uncover that, let me hit me up with that because I might be, if you're looking to sell that, I might be interested in buying that.
You got to ask Wheezy because that's on him.
Oh, dude, bid war. I will. Let's go.
I tracked that one down from a boy over there. So, but I'm very excited. I hope it comes up. I got to tell you, man, it's like the thrill of the hunt.
How hard it is to find one without the top like
Oh yeah, the clear part.
Yeah. The clear part there, or let alone like.
I mean,
If
dude,
it's there,
he
it's not
said,
damaged.
look, if it's I know what he told me, but if it's anything like the game, I'll believe him. He said it's super clean, it's in its box, and he's got the instructions. He goes, he opened it and had it on a shelf, and that was it. So if it's anything like he says, it's going to be a fucking rare find. Are you talking about my breasts? Because, you know.
But it is, but the idea, though,
Chichitis.
it is weird. The items that they make toys of, or the franchises that they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna make, like, now it makes sense because collectors and we want that stuff, right? But back in 1979, that movie wasn't geared towards fucking kids. But yet here comes Kenner, like, yo, let's make this, or wherever the company said with the Jaws, like, yeah, we'll make the Jaws game. You know, this game that from a movie that terrified a generation, like to the point that Jaws scared my mother so bad that she still won't go in the water at the beach. And then as I was being raised, she wouldn't let me go in the water at the beach because she saw Jaws when she was a kid. Like,
so as a kid, did you have the irrational fear that you would get eaten in a pool?
Absolutely.
As an adult, I still get that fucking feeling sometimes.
See, I feel that is also partially because I'm from Florida, right? And there's stories where people go out and there's an alligator in their pool. There could be a gator. Why can't there be a shark? And after hurricanes, people have found sharks in their pools. So it is a rational fear here.
Johnny's got diarrhea or something.
What's crazy is Tammy and I watched this B movie, and it was sharks in a cornfield.
Get the fuck out of here.
All right, first of all, Johnny,
in a cornfield in Kentucky.
Saying that is a B movie is being very generous. There's no way that was a B movie. It's like Zombie Shark and Electric Shark, and those are
this
movies all day.
So we have to address two of these. One of these we'll do. Don't click on it yet. Let's do this one first. That's awesome, Steve, and that means you're from Rhode Island. Where are you from? Rhode Island, I think.
Right? In Martha's Vineyard, so
we'd have to go up there, and I'm sure there's awesome shit, and it sounds like a great road trip. This is hilarious, and I don't know if this is true or not. So this is what Joe said.
Yes, I've heard this also.
So what I'm hearing is there was an entire person
who was paid to just airbrush out her pubes on film. Yeah.
So technically, you could call her Sigourney Beaver.
No, like when you think about it, she's a dark-haired woman.
You don't say.
She was wearing white panties. Like that must have been one hell of a look. Like if it was sticking out the side. Never mind. Let's go on. Different topic.
Golly, that was like holy crud, man. It's like smuggling a squirrel.
But random fact is that in the original novel, there is a sex scene between, or in the original script, there's a sex scene between her and Dallas that was never filmed. But then, like in the original novel or some shit, Ripley's a man.
Is it because they couldn't fit her and the vagina in the screen?
Possibly. Too much hair. Kind of like in a Scary Movie. Like, he just takes it off. But yeah, apparently Ripley was originally man, like in the original story.
She might have been in the movie also.
No. Joe's got to pool in the dark. Yeah, no, I'm good. Because that's when that irrational fear of Jaws hits. Is that usually at night? In the daytime in the pool, I'm good. But in nighttime in a pool, that's what's like, yo,
nighttime in the
pool, like you hear the fucking soundtrack in your head. Like,
I will tell you this. I'll give Sigourney Weaver this, man. She had great nips in that movie. She looked good there. But she had her age going for her, and
she went from.
Man. She's still a bad bitch.
She went from Alien, being a dog in Ghostbusters.
Yes. Well, she's a dog. She's been a bad bitch in every movie, man. Sigourney Weaver's a great actor. I'll give her that all day long.
Notice how you said actor, not actress.
I know what I said.
I know. I'm saying. Notice how you said that.
Very manly woman. I'm not taking it away from her.
Oh shit.
I thought it was good. Anyway, remember seeing the first Alien in theaters? Wow. Did you have movies where you were?
Where the fuck was he?
Where the fuck he was?
Didn't we deduce that was Tim? So it may have been like in a hut somewhere. Or...
It can't be Tim because I believe Tim is younger than you and I, and I was not alive for Alien in theaters. So
It's
no,
true,
it's
neither was
not
I.
Tim.
First movie I ever saw in the theaters was Top Gun.
I don't know what the first movie I saw in theaters was. That's
for
I have
me.
no
It's
idea.
Top Gun and Transformers.
Masters of the Universe and Transformers.
I never saw Motu in the theater.
It was awesome.
I mean,
So, like, the first movie I can remember seeing in theaters, I imagine I saw shit before, I just don't remember it. The first one I can remember seeing in theaters, I think is Jurassic Park.
oh God, you're young.
I just don't remember shit. I was born in 84. I just don't remember shit.
Oh, Jurassic Park came out in like what?
95?
99? No, I'm just kidding.
I feel like it was 95. I could be wrong, but I feel like it was 95.
Man, I think you're right. I will tell you that I remember being, no, it had to be before that, man, because I would have been 14, and I think I was younger than that when I watched it. Shit, I gotta look now. So anyway, I just remember though thinking in my head, I'm like, man, this is gonna be a crazy movie. And you remember, like, you never saw trailers unless you went to the movies.
Right.
Like you didn't 1993.
93. Okay.
You didn't have trailers unless you went to the movie. So you would have never known anything about Jurassic Park until somebody said, hey man, did you see that there's a dinosaur movie coming out called Jurassic Park? You would have never known. And if I'm not mistaken, for the original preview, you didn't see a dinosaur. Did you not only see the silhouette of that raptor?
I don't remember.
Or the foot?
I remember one of the
foot of the
trailers I
T-Rex.
saw was the water, glass of water scene.
Oh,
Yes.
from the steps?
Yeah. And then they show the T-Rex leg come down.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
It was kind of like Jaws. They didn't show you anything.
Yeah. The
Same
trailer was
direction.
very vague like that, but it was so cool. And it did, like, when it cut off, like, it had the roar, the dinosaur roar. And you were like, oh, shit. I remember I was excited about that.
That's pretty fucking... Okay, so that's cool. That's a cool notion. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
then we have to take... I need 5 seconds because Damien needs something, apparently.
I found that. Yeah, I mean, sharks. Who's going to tell a great white they can't swim somewhere? Like, they're just going to swim.
Okay.
Like,
Good luck with that.
like you see that. Speaking of sharks just wanting to swim anywhere, there was a video that popped up the other day for
Sorry.
of a great white shark swimming in a lake in Australia.
Oh, wow.
So now people are realizing that because everybody thinks like like bull sharks go in freshwater up the Mississippi.
Well, it's
Like, there's
brackish, isn't it? It's brackish.
Well, no, at the very beginning, right? But there's a world record for a bull shark caught in Illinois in the Mississippi. That's freshwater up there. That's not brackish. That's fucking fresh. But then they found out a few years ago that like the Greenland shark goes in freshwater. And now they're like, oh, well, we think all sharks can go in freshwater. Now a great white did, just proving that all sharks can go in freshwater. So in Florida, we got gators and sharks.
God, we're screwed. We're never going to make it.
Yo, it won't be long before you start seeing them in cornfields. I'm telling you. It's happening.
They got straw hanging out of their mouths with hats on.
Bro, now I'm pissed. Like, I know I had to have seen movies in theater before Jurassic Park, but that's the first one I can remember. And I would have been
God, dude, it's so crazy. Gremlins.
I would have been 9.
Gremlins I actually never saw in theaters. We saw that like on VHS. And
Yep.
I remember it was so fun, so much fun because it was like Friday. My dad had gotten off work. It was one of those things where back in the day, like he had to actually go cash his check in, right?
Yep.
Like a physical check, he had to go cash. So it would be like, all right, he's going to cash his check. We're getting like pizza and Blockbuster, and it was the best fucking night ever watching Gremlins for the weekend.
Like,
So we didn't even have Blockbuster near me.
what
we
kind
had
of
this-
poor country did you live in?
It was up the street, man. It was just some podunk video store was the closest one. So we would go up there and rent a movie, and you could rent Nintendo games, and if it was in like pink, it was a new release, and if it was a clear one, it's just a normal one. It didn't, it was new releases were $7 and regular games were $3. And so my mom would never spend $7 for a new release. She'd be like, you can get an older game for $3, so we get a $3 game. But I remember when we rented Jurassic Park, just to your point, I remember when we rented it and watched it for the first time, and I lost my damn mind because there were, honest to God, dinosaurs in this movie. As a kid, you're like, holy shit. The graphics they're still good.
Right.
Honestly, they're still good for that movie.
I mean, in comparison to today's movies, they're still better than most of the new Jurassic Park movies.
Yeah, the new Jurassic Park movies hurt me. I think the one with the two kids, which one is that? Dominion Kingdom? I don't know what the hell it's called.
No, the most recent set with Star-Lord.
Yeah, but what's the first one he's in with the hot chick? What the hell is her
That's
name?
Jurassic World, isn't it?
Is it Jurassic World?
Yeah.
The two kids are in the ball?
Yeah.
Okay. That movie was okay. I enjoyed that. When we got past that, now I'm done. Everything is just stupid and silly.
I mean, how can you not like a movie that has Jimmy Buffett in it? Like, come on. Like,
I don't know what scene you're talking about, but that's fantastic.
But like, I remember as a kid, I can remember when I first saw Aliens. I was at a friend's house. I was probably 6, 5 at a friend's house. His dad was watching it, and we were I was having like a sleepover, and we walked out to sneak out, and it was a scene where Ripley and Newt are trying to sleep, and the fucking facehugger comes crawling out.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first interaction with aliens, and it scared the shit out of me. Peace, Johnny. It scared him too. That's why he left.
He's scared now.
But like I remember that, right? Like I said, it's just so weird to me that I can't remember theater movies before Jurassic.
That is wild, man.
Not even Turtles. I remember watching Turtles at home.
Yeah, Turtles was probably the 4th movie I've ever seen in the theaters.
And then like I can remember, I don't even remember it. My mother would tell me all the time how she would wake up at like 2 a.m. and she'd come out in the living room, and I'd be like this far from the TV screen watching Ghostbusters at like 2 years old. I'd go out, like put it in myself and fucking watch Ghostbusters. I can't even remember when I first saw Predator.
What's up, dude? Hope everything's going well for you. Look forward to seeing you in Tampa, we hope.
Who the fuck?
That is weird.
All right. So Johnny got real scared. He came back with backup. So here we go here. Just to get out of the way while Johnny fixes his shit up. No, Mechadome. I did not. I'm from South Florida. The Miami area. Just north of Miami. I don't know about these two guys. I think Tony told us he was like from someplace in like the Martha's Vineyard or someplace in like California where like all the wine is made.
Right. I'm from Connecticut.
Yeah, somewhere like that.
Yeah.
Some rich people area.
Right. That's what we'll go
So,
with.
you know what's crazy though? Back in the day, right? My dad used to always know a guy and would get cable boxes that were just like completely unlocked. Like you can watch all of the channels like HBO and all that shit.
I remember
like,
that.
I don't know how he found. Yeah, I don't know how he would find these folks and get these like cable boxes like that. Because I guess my dad was like, "No way, we're paying for cable. Fuck that." But I remember as a little kid, like he had one of those cable boxes, and it was in the living room because it was one cable box, and that was it. It's in the living room, and it had HBO and all that stuff on it. And my parents were just kind of like, "Yeah, whatever. It's a movie. Go ahead, watch the movie. Whatever. Just leave me alone." And so I remember seeing Aliens like in the middle of the day, just randomly on HBO.
Anybody have the brown box?
Yeah.
Yeah, it like clicked. It went ding, 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 like between channels.
Yeah. You know what's crazy though? It was one of those things where like I'm pretty sure my parents were aware. Like I probably at that age should have not been watching that movie.
I watched a lot of movies I probably shouldn't have been watching when I was a kid. Like, I remember at a young age, walking into my dad watching the movie Death Becomes Her.
Oh my God, it's a great movie though, man. It's still a great movie.
Oh, it is, but for a kid to walk in on you, it's kind of weird. They did. I've got it. I just haven't read it.
That's real?
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And at one point, Spider-Man gets a face hugger that attaches to his chest and becomes part of the symbiote suit. So it becomes like a symbiote alien face hugger suit.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
How about overdoing it?
I've got them. I just haven't read them.
Hey, if you guys don't know, Patrick is they sell the Transformers. The brothers are our brothers. Those guys. So that's Patrick, man. Cool dude. We've sold him a bunch of Transformers before, and he's just fucking hilarious every time.
Oh, that's Patrick. Okay, I'm like, what do you mean Patrick? Got you.
Yeah.
I missed the name
Patrick?
there.
Okay.
Okay, but yeah, Mechadome, yes.
Yes,
near Miami. Near Miami. My wife, I met her when she lived in Miami.
Da 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 da.
Oh, what else we got?
Goddamn right I did. Back to Chris's wife. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so
So apparently Joe's the guy that know you get predator weapons and fully loaded cards from him.
Joe's good people, man. His brother is Steve, and he actually lives diagonal from me. So they're both very cool guys. And Joe is into all this. I game with him and got to know him. And
so what you're saying is that Joe's the cooler of the brothers. Got it.
Nah, Steve's awesome. I'm just not going to tell Steve how much cooler Joe is, I guess. I mean, Steve, I don't know, man. You just work on jet skis all the time.
Like
Joe's pretty cool.
He prints predator weapons. Like you can't be much cooler than that.
Yeah, so it's funny because I sent him I think I sent him about the Bender head. He'll have to tell me.
What's wrong with Bender's head?
Bender, like Futurama. I think I sent it to him.
So what's wrong with it? It broke?
No, nothing. I just think I sent it to him to print. If I remember, we were having a conversation about printing, and I was talking to him about it, and I think he looked it up and was like, "Hey, I'm going to print the head and see how it comes out or whatever."
Gotcha. I thought because you bought that one, I thought something happened. You needed to get like printed.
No. Dude, yeah. So Wheezy's all aliens, man. I mean, I love the movies; they're great, but Wheezy is like hardcore deep into it, man. You missed earlier about the board game that I just got for him, the original '79 board game, and how the guy that we were talking to, that I got the board game from, has the 1979 original. What is it? 18 inches, at least 24.
It's big. I don't remember the size of it. I think it's like around 18 because I feel like the NECA ones are about the same size. Those big NECA 18-inch ones.
But he's got the OG somewhere.
Smaller.
Then what?
It's got to be at least 18 inches. It's a big damn
Isn't
box.
it a little smaller than the original one?
I mean, this motherfucker is he's like 20 inches.
So it's about that big, the OG one.
Yeah, this is the NECA one. He's about 20 inches. Because the turtles are like 16 inches, the predators around 18, and the two aliens are like 20-ish.
Is that dust or is that just the color they did the top of the head? Not being funny.
No, it's the clear dome.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You touched that a little too softly, but that's fine.
You gotta be nice to it, man. You don't want to hurt it.
Favorite
It's a sensitive membrane.
So,
but no, Patrick, man, like I didn't know Patrick was like an alien guy. Like all the times he's talked to me and I'm selling alien shit, he's never like I got these things tattooed on me. He's never mentioned like, hey, that's my shit. I always thought he was into Transformers.
He's always got Transformers on the table, or he's got Robotech. God, I love when he's got Robotech.
He's got a little bit of everything, man. He's got a little bit of everything. Like they even had they even had Four Horsemen stuff at a Toy Jam. Which by the way, thank you guys hooking that one up. I have it right here. I fucking love it.
Dude, he's had some pieces on the table that have like him and Hod, and I'm like, I'm not sure. And then I'm an idiot because I'm like, I'll pass on it. And then I'm like, lo and behold, I go back 20 minutes later because I thought I wanted it, and somebody's already bought it. So,
well, like, I mean, but to be fair, I walk the con a lot, and every time I walk around, he's never at his table.
Well, he's buying shit.
He's always off doing other shit. He's never at his table. So,
man, no, yeah, that's to Tony's point there. I've kind of learned that if I am walking across and I see something, I now know better if I see it from their table and I like it, I'm like, hey, put that aside for me. I'm coming right back for it.
Yep.
Because otherwise, it's gone.
yeah, no, I'm still kicking myself at the Hernando show. I missed out on that. I missed out on one of the sealed alien figures that a guy had that I bought one of the other items from because I was like, I wasn't sure. And then I went and found that evac and bought it. I went back to him to go buy that figure and another carded boxed item from him. And he sold the carded one to the guy I bought the evac from. So,
dude. So, Alex,
yes.
he likes to get into it with me. He likes to sniper shit from me at shows. And I'll see something I like. I'm like, damn, it's a nice piece. I'll turn around and do something, turn back around and be like, hey, man, you waited too long. Like, I bought it.
You know what? I know somebody else who does that, who sees something you like, goes and buys it, and then sells it to you for $50 more.
It's crazy, right?
No. You know what's crazy? What's even crazier is I saw it before him. The guy had offered it to me because I had already been talking to the dude, building up a rapport. Tony gets mad, and so I'm like, you know what? Because I was actually going to keep that.
Like, I didn't throw any names out there. That just sounds like a guilty conscience.
It does not sound like a guilty conscience. I even told Tony, I was like, look, man, I really want to keep this, but if you want it, all right, I got to make something off of it.
So you know what the fucked up part is? I'm actually thinking about selling it because I need to put something else in its place.
Fuck you.
So just get a refund.
I'll just send it back to him for what is it? Whatever. Patrick. I'm gonna go back to other stuff in a minute, but yeah, I know, man. You like 104. I got you, man. You've seen all that shit. I'm telling you, man, he's got the coolest shit though on the table. I love it. I don't understand where he finds most of what he brings to the shows, man. He always brings like these Voltron pieces. Like if you ask him about, you ask him about something, he'll find it. Or he's got it. He just hasn't brought it out yet. I mean, he does a great job finding some really nice, rare, obscure pieces, man. Him and his brother.
I was actually really lucky, though, because Alex hooked me up with this one. And this one came with a box.
That's awesome.
So I got the two of them. But something else I've been hunting, I didn't even know this was a thing.
Bro.
So the Argentinian ones.
That Jaws is sick.
Come in like crazy colors. So I've been hunting those lately.
Tony, have you seen that Jaws?
I haven't. I thought it was not in production.
Google it. The Mondo Jaws.
Is it up yet?
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah, it's Jaws. It's Bruce busting through a shark cage.
Oh yeah. I saw that. I did see that.
Okay.
So is it available for pre-order?
That's a great question. I would assume it should be on Mondo's site if it is.
Oh, here you go. Buy now.
There you go.
$275. Oh Christ.
Dude, come on.
And you know what? I would.
You've literally paid more for the vinyl turtles.
Why does it say time edition?
Because it's only a limited release.
So they have it for like 30 days.
God damn it.
So it's just like the Ghostbusters that they're doing. The timed ones are the 2-packs. And then the solo busters are just a consistent order.
Yep.
All right, I'm doing it. Hang on.
See, I would do the Jaws one if I haven't, been ordering the damn Ghostbusters. Because those Ghostbusters, I'm 3 sets in so far. That's $606. And there's one more set to come.
Man.
Dude, the head inside of the jaw. Did you see that inside the mouth?
Dude, it's a $25. It's a $25 tariff charge.
Yeah, 10%. Yeah.
Christ on a cracker.
So I emailed them about that because I had a $19 one where I did the Ghostbuster, right? I emailed them about it. I'm like, so since this isn't coming out till possibly next year, if the tariff fees are lifted before it gets even shipped, will we be refunded? And they said that they're not sure, what the what the climate is and how things are going. But when those types of things happens, they will revisit about refunds or anything like that and see what it is. And from what I've seen with Mondo, they've been pretty much on the up and up with everybody and their fans. So I feel if it does get lifted, that they'll probably be refunding people those tariff charges.
I ordered it, by the way.
I used to buy this before COVID.
Now all the flea markets are gone, so I do have a sizable stash at the house. Dude, Patrick, man.
I've been looking for a good flea market.
Well, he could be our flea market. Robotech, man. I want Robotech all day, every day. And you know I'll buy it, man. So you tell me you got something decent, I'm on it. Yeah.
You know that one that's up on 19, not far from us here.
Talking about the yeah, in Homosassa?
Yeah.
That sounds like
I haven't found anything.
That sounds like a fake made up city.
I will tell you this. Rebel Girl will vouch for this all day long. If you don't go there for the flea market, you better go there for the breakfast burrito.
Yeah, the food truck that's on the south side.
There's a food truck right on 19 there. Faces 19.
Yeah.
They have the biggest, most delicious.
I'm screenshotting that and editing the shit out of it.
Most delicious breakfast burrito you have ever had, by far. We went there one time. That's how much I love Rebel Girl. We went there one time just because she was like, I want a burrito. I'm like, say no more. We got up on a Saturday. We had no kids, and we drove 45 minutes just to get her a breakfast burrito from a goddamn food truck.
Did you want to go through and hit up any more of these comments? Because you said you wanted to do this one real quick before.
Yeah, for sure. So we got favorite toy. Nicole, I'm going to say favorite toy ever collected. I can't say ever collected, but I will tell you I have a top two. Jetfire will always hold a place in my heart. Doesn't matter how many times I collect him. It's just one of those toys from my childhood and because I love Robotech so much. And I will say second would be the Botsmaster Jungle Fiver because something about when that toy came out, my brother and I, for some reason, were closer than ever watching that show. And it's one of the last shows I can remember we watched together and we actually were bonding over because, you know, we fought a lot and my brother Johnny and I are very different personalities. We can come together with a lot of toys, but that is the one show for some reason we were very close with. And so that holds a special place in my heart. But other than that, can't really tell you.
Yeah, I can't think of. Oh, go ahead, Johnny. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, for me, I definitely have to say it's always been my two vintage Transformer pieces here. I mean, they just hold a place in my childhood. I have a Turtler and then Perceptor. So they were the early ones from my childhood. And then as far as something I've been hunting and collecting and picked up, I have to be Unicron. I was just amazed at the deal I was able to get that one for. So
that's a great piece too.
Yeah, it was one of those like I'm pretty sure I'm never gonna find it at that kind of price again.
Just let you know, here you go.
Burrito.
God bless her, man.
So
dude, no, you should rethink that flea market. Like last time I was there, I actually picked up a couple cool pieces. So
like I can't think of like my favorite thing I've collected. I know like just from the childhood aspect of it, I talked about it on here before, is the original Real Ghostbusters Ray Stantz because I have such a strong connection to that from my childhood memories. But I think if anything, mine would be more like the franchise I've had the most enjoyment collecting. Okay. And that would be Alien and Predator. Right? Because like that's majority. So like I started collecting with like as a kid it was always Turtles, Ghostbusters, and I had Aliens and the Predator toys from Kenner. But when my dad got me into the movies, I really got into it. That became my focus was Aliens and Predator. So I have a lot of shit like even within arm's reach. Got like fucking helmets and shit. Yeah, you know, that's what I do, baby.
Is that 3D printed?
No, it's resin.
Oh, that's cool. Where'd you get that?
I've had this for like 20 years. I've got all kinds of random Alien and Predator stuff. I've got a Predator skull over there. Because why not? Who doesn't need a Predator skull? But I think that's been my favorite franchise just because of the connection I had with it and the memories of my father and him helping me collect a lot of that stuff.
You know, it's funny, man. I had an uncle, my uncle Mike on my mom's side, and this was like way, way back in the day. And I was probably 6 at the most. And Aliens. When did Aliens come out?
80 something, 85?
It's like 80.
85-ish, right around there.
Okay.
86.
So
84?
either 87, 88, because you know it was 2-3 years before
Probably
a
was
movie would go
86.
to
It probably was 86.
before a movie would go to VHS. And so I remember my uncle Michael came over and watched this one night, and my mother would have to like vouch for this if she knew how to use any of this shit, she would. But
Yeah, 86.
my uncle Michael used to drive a Volkswagen Beetle. I'm a VW guy. It was kind of weird, but he watched this one night, my brother and I, and he loved sci-fi. And so I remember, it's all I remember is he used to make goof on us. He's like, oh, we're gonna make hot dogs for your dad and your mom because he was watching us. So I remember us cooking hot dogs for my dad and my mom. And I remember he goes, we're gonna watch a movie until your parents get home. And he goes, it's called Aliens. And I remember the way he said it. So as a kid, we were watching Aliens. And I can't remember anything about it until later on when I got older. But I just remember him saying that. And I'm like, it's the same timeline. It had to be the movie. And he was joking about it, but he had a VHS that he had rented for Aliens. And so it was just, I don't know, it's just kind of funny to think about now. But
Joe's right that my mask would go great with that gauntlet. So, you know, I feel like I just need to
talk to Joe, man.
Acquire
Strike up a thing. And his last name is Indelicata, and you can look him up. He's on my friends list, and I'll bring it to you if you guys work something out. Also, he's not wrong. Coney Island in Brooksville, holy crap. You want hot dogs, man? Go there.
Dude. Oh, my God. That place is amazing. Oh,
It is
my God.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Man, I wish there was some people from South Florida here so I could be like, oh, Sonny's Hoagies, that's the place to go. And they'd be like, oh, great. But none of y'all know what Sonny's Hoagies is.
So the only place I know of that I really enjoyed in South Florida, and I can never remember the name, and I'm going to throw out a name that I think it is, but it's probably not it. It was a burger spot. My buddy Dylan took me there. Sunshine Burger. Does that sound right?
It does not sound right at all.
Damn it.
But South Florida is huge. So it very well could be in one area of South Florida that just
It was just a
is a
hole in the
local
wall,
thing.
nasty burger spot where it's like you got this big ass burger and then you have two options, water or craft beers. They didn't offer sodas. You had one of the two.
No.
Oh
There's
my
a
God.
place called Espadas. They make like sandwiches, like subs or
Yeah.
hoagies, whatever the fuck people want to call them. But like they do this one called the Monster. So they like give you the bread wherever you choose. And they're like, oh, what kind of meat? You tell them the meat you want. They put a layer of meat. Then they put like vegetables and cheese as they move down the line. Then as you're standing there, yeah, but then from like the heavens, from the one end of the place, they throw another thing of meat and it flies through the air and it lands on top of your sandwich. A whole new, and it's like a 5-pound sandwich. And it's amazing.
Jesus Christ. So essentially
so
you're
good.
like,
oh, yes.
So, Tony, there's this
Big
place
one.
on Armenia in Tampa. They make like an 8-pound burger. This thing is massive.
ooh, sounds like a challenge.
Yeah, and they literally and they dump fries on top of it and cheese over it. It's a huge ass platter, basically.
That's a lot of meat.
Yeah.
8-pound burger. Holy fuck.
Yeah,
Predator
and the guys there you say like it's meant to be eaten with multiple people, but
Giggity.
oh, okay.
I mean, I'm intrigued.
She's not wrong. I told you this, Johnny, the other day. The Red Mule, best fucking sandwich place in Brooksville, man.
Yeah, we'll have to check it out.
Patrick, so what is that piece?
Because I hate Transformers, but I love Predator.
I've
I'm
never
torn.
heard of that crossover, so that's going to be interesting to see.
Like I've got one of those metal Predators that like somebody made out of, like scrap metal, usually from like another country. They like welded spark plugs and wrenches and shit together
Oh, yeah.
and made a Predator.
You looking it up, Tony?
So, yeah, Patrick.
Share it. Share it.
No,
Sure.
I'm in on that one.
No, fuck you, Johnny. I don't want to see it.
Oh, fuck you. I'm in.
Fuck
Dibs.
you, Johnny.
Damn it.
All right, hold on.
Damn it.
Let me send it. Let me send this to you. Dude, this thing looks awesome. All right. Hold on.
I'll try it, man. I love me a corn dog, man. And that place has great food. Fuck the flea market. The food is good.
Are you for real with that?
Dude, it ain't no joke, man. I walked that whole flea market. I didn't find anything.
Wow. I don't know. Maybe it's just lucky for me that day then. Yeah, I picked up a couple good things from there. I was like, holy crap, I have to come back. All right, so I just sent it in the group thing because it's on my phone. I don't know how to put it on.
All right, let me. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Are you on your phone or your computer?
I'm on the phone.
Am I the only person on their computer?
What the hell? That's pretty dope.
I've never seen this before, or even heard of this. It's crazy.
That's a custom of some sort. I don't know who did it, unless Patrick did it.
Hang on, kids. I got this. I assume I have this. You tell me if it's the right thing.
But my question is, does it transform into something?
So is it this?
No, it's not that at all.
Is it?
It'd be a terrible transformer if it didn't.
It's in the group chat on Facebook. You don't have a Facebook tab open?
I'm not looking at the Facebook. I'm looking at.
Wow, how old are you at the Facebook? Jesus Christ!
Yes, it's right there. So.
Yeah, it's right there. It's not right there because it's not it. I mean, it's closer, I guess. But they had like in one of the Transformer movies, they had like some weird creature that had like dreadlocks, kind of, that was running around like a predator too.
That thing?
No, bro. It looks like a custom somebody did.
Yeah, I don't know what Patrick is talking about, man.
It's probably a one of a kind piece, Tony. You're probably not going to see a picture of it. So when you go on Facebook, on the Facebook, not just any Facebook, but the Facebook.
Facebook next to the Google. Well.
next to the, oh shit! I'm curious if Patrick made that himself. That's a possibility.
Patrick, chime in, man. Did you make that, or is it like a thing?
If that was a normal thing, I would know about said thing. I'd have said thing.
So if you look up, if you Google search the image, it says here, custom Transformers Predator Prime.
He said he's bringing it to the next Tampa show.
Yep. Yo, Patrick, you know what? Don't even bother putting it up. I got you, man. That thing is. Oh my god.
So listen, that next
the other
show,
day, Johnny was saying how he thought Predator was gay, but whatever.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah, right. Dude, when in the world would you have ever heard me say that?
The other day.
Yeah, no.
This is 2025. I don't need to bring facts. I just need to say it, and it's truth. That's how it works.
Oh, shit. There you go.
That's how it works.
He made it.
There you go. See? One of a kind.
Incredible.
Well, you're making that shit. Where's my Robotech?
Where does it transform into? Like, what was the base figure?
Dude, that thing's amazing.
Man, all the brothers making Robotech or making Predator Transformers ain't out there making Robotech.
Who needs Robotech? Nobody wants that.
Oh,
you hurt me, dude.
Goldberg. Yeah, he's back in WWE. It's kind of weird. I don't know what's going on with that.
Holy shit. Holy shit, that's the matchup we never knew we needed. Whoopee Goldberg.
All right, you know what? Patrick, I'm taking it back. I'm taking it way back. Old school. 1989 Robot Jocks.
I love that movie.
Right?
I love that movie. So it's funny because the other day I was talking to my stepson about Pacific Rim, and he goes, "Yeah, I like it. I've seen it, whatever." And he's a robot guy, and so I'm like, they were great movies. I enjoyed them. The second was kind of cheesy, but I still enjoy them, and I enjoy the mechs. Yeah. And so I'm like, "Have you ever seen Robot Jocks?" And he goes, "No." And I was like, "Dude, as terrible as the movie truly is, the graphics or whatever you want to call it for the time are great. They're still giant ass robots fighting.
Yeah, no, never seen that.
I do love Skylinks. That's a cool figure.
Hey, Tony, you should definitely put that up for movie night.
Robot Jocks?
Yes.
I could. I just bought a new TV.
So it's the Sentinel Prime base figure for that Predator.
Nice. Oh, see, there you go.
Dude. Patrick's selling before even the show.
Watch out, Patrick. Tony looks at customs. He's like, yeah, it's not really worth that. And he'll underbid you a lot. So
I'm going to give you $17 and a whole bunch of
Tony doesn't respect the art of a custom.
That's true. I don't respect a lot of things, and art is one of them.
I know we discussed this before, but now because you're talking about mechas and it has nothing to do with it, but they are robots and movies, I still want toys from Batteries Not Included.
Patrick.
Somebody made those.
Like recently?
Within the last 5 years, I remember seeing them.
Really?
Where?
Yeah. I feel like I would have found them.
The closest thing I ever seen was someone made a custom. Like I saw it on Reddit. Someone made a custom off that stupid Star Wars one. And they basically repainted it to look like one of the little robots from Batteries Not Included.
And tell me, because as I get older, I feel like my memory forgets things, and sometimes I feel like my memory makes up things. Do you guys remember a movie about small dinosaurs that were in spaceships that came to Earth and kids adopted them?
So I don't remember the spaceships, but I know what you're talking about. So they had a little tiny pterodactyl and a little tiny brontosaurus.
Yes. Okay, cool. So I'm not crazy.
No, well, you're a little crazy, but no.
Well, I mean, not crazy about that, though.
No, I never came across that one. What the hell? Really?
Yeah, it's one of those cheesy 90s comedy.
I forget what it's called, but he's right. Yeah, it's one of those obscures. Yeah, Joe, you're talking about Real Steel.
I mean, cool concept.
Huh?
Cool concept.
I feel like it was done before.
A Johnny 5 figure.
It's got to be the little one.
That make them.
There's got to be the little ones like that. So what happened to the toys that they had in Short Circuit 2?
They're out there. They're expensive.
You know what I'm talking about, right? The little ones?
Yeah.
What happened to those?
They're out there. They're expensive, though. The props that they made for those, you can buy them. It's just really expensive.
I'd pay $2,000 to know that it was the one from the show.
Oh, you're paying way more than $2,000.
Oh, well, then no, I'm out.
But they do make modern ones, custom ones. They're just a little pricey, and there's kind of a wait list.
I mean, it's interesting. Some of these people that make really movie props or stuff for movies like that, because I've seen a guy who does the characters from Small Soldiers.
Those are cool too.
Wow, really?
But he charges $500 a piece.
Yeah, I mean,
but they look like you took them right off the screen. It's custom figures, but they look amazing.
I would assume you would pay that if it comes out that nicely.
Yeah. But speaking of customs, Patrick, man, if I send you one of these little YOLO Parks Megatrons.
YOLO.
Let me show you here. So this guy here, can you do a repaint of him and customize him, make him look like Skeletor?
Meh.
Yeah, make it happen.
2 overrated franchises. That's cool.
That's really cool. So I could see that. The lady in the movie actually was senile, Gustavo, if you don't know. The lady who was married to the other old man, she was actually senile in real life. I don't know if that scene was real, where she couldn't recognize the younger kid, but she was actually senile.
Holy shit.
I mean, back then, she was probably only 35.
That lady was 75 plus years old, man. She was old as shit in that movie.
That's what you think. But then you watch Cocoon, and you find out the actors in Cocoon were in their mid 30s, and they were playing 60-year-olds.
That was not the case in Batteries Not Included. They were all 100 and goddamn 5. They died 20 minutes after the movie finished. They're like, oh, it's a wrap. That was it.
Yeah, I mean that because the old man from that movie, like he was in a bunch of other stuff too. I remember from when I was a kid.
Yeah, mostly probably diabetes commercials.
No, that was that fat dude.
That was Norman. Oh my God, what was his name? Norman something?
No.
the angry fat guy.
What was his name?
Oh,
I don't remember his name.
Will?
That's it. Will?
Bro, I know it's not Norman.
What was his name? Norman something? No.
You fuck me up with the Norman because now we say Norman, I'm thinking about Cheers.
Oh my God, that was Norm. Jesus
Right, that's what you're making me think about. But no, it's not Norman.
Hold on, now I gotta look.
God damn it. Diabetes. He looks like a cat.
Where the hell do you get a cat from?
You never seen the pictures of the cats that look like him? Like the same
it's
type of
Wilfred
mustache?
Bromley. Wilfred Bromley.
See, Will.
Dude, fucking Don Amici's in it. These are guys who are not 30 years old, dude.
How old is he now?
Don Amici was born in 31, which means during Cocoon, he was like 50. He was 54 years old.
Yeah, but think about this,
like
Tony.
15, man. It was
Tony, think about this. When he filmed Cocoon, he was 10 years older than you are now.
Shut up.
How does that make you feel, buddy?
Yeah.
Not that old, is he?
Holy fuck, Steve Gutenberg is only 66.
Jeez.
See?
Goddamn. The guy Joe was born 1911. So that means he was 74 years old during the movie.
God damn.
The lady who had the baby in the movie, you remember the old lady who she got pregnant?
Yeah.
So her and that guy Joe were cast together. She was born in 1909. That means she was 80 or 70, 75 when the movie came out.
I don't know when the movie came out, but
This lady was born in 20. God damn, they were all fucking old.
Oh my gosh.
She was 60. She was 60 when the movie was shot, and Brimley was 55. God damn, they were old.
Tony's like, yeah, she's like 75. She was 60.
Holy Christ, dude.
Oh, shit.
That's crazy. It blows my mind.
What do we got in the chat? Anything else in the chat?
So Batteries Not Included was 87. The old
Okay.
cast. Jessica Tandy. Dude, that's the same lady. It's the same lady, dude. I told you, she was senile. So Batteries Not Included was 19, what did I say?
70-something. Or 80-something.
87.
I don't fucking remember.
So 87. So she was, oh my God, she was 78 years old, if my
60.
math is correct.
She was 60 where she did Cocoon, you said.
Okay, but she was 78 years old. And I'm telling you, she was senile in the movie. And the guy who played Frank,
Hold on.
Yeah,
she was
born
78 years old when she did what?
so the two of them, hold on. The two of them were in Cocoon as an
And
old
she
couple.
was 60.
No, he was 60.
I think you said Will was 55.
No. She was not married to William Bromley, a different guy in the movie.
Oh, okay.
So the people that they played,
Got you.
they were like late 60s in Cocoon, and they were almost 80 in Batteries Not Included. She was senile in Batteries Not Included. And if you go back and watch it, they did a scene where she was like portraying like she was senile.
Mhm.
But honest to God, if I remember correctly, because it's one of my favorite movies, she was actually senile in the movie. You got to go back and look.
I have to. I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
It's the scene where she's talking to what the fuck is his name? It looks like the guy from Breakin'. Not Electric Boogaloo, but just Breakin'. You guys know what I'm talking about?
No.
Johnny?
Nah.
We ain't that white.
White nothing. This dude's Spanish as hell.
They ain't white enough to watch that movie.
Michael Carmine. Yeah, his name was Michael Carmine. So he was. So what is that? That's 1960. So he was 45. He was 46 years old in the movie. He plays like this gangster.
It's a little
He's like
hoodlum.
he's like a Spanish gangster. We tried to rob them, but then he feels bad, and so he becomes friends with the old lady, and he's trying to be like, oh, no, I'm trying to help you, and then she thinks he's somebody else. That's how senile she is.
She thinks this is her. She thinks that's her dead son.
I think that you're. Were you looking up right now?
No.
Oh,
just remember the movie.
Yeah. So there you go. But she ends up at some point in the movie. She goes so fucking AWOL, you swear she's senile. And I want to say she
the shit out of him and tells him to sit down and eat his food.
Yeah.
Some good acting.
Then she blew him. It was a really weird movie.
Maybe I don't need to revisit that.
It's worth watching. It's fine.
Yeah, no. So the building's actually catching on. The building's actually going to catch on fire because the plan, for some reason, they were going to put the building on fire. I guess it's to collect insurance money or some bullshit.
Right.
So he's trying to get her out of the building.
Yeah, he felt bad.
Yeah, and she's sitting there like talking about like, hey, sit down. I'm fixing your plate and this and that. And she's thinking it's her dead son. That the guy's her dead son because I guess he looks similar to the guy. And so he's sitting there trying to get her to leave. And he's like, hey, lady, you got to get out of here right now. And then she slaps the shit out of her. Like, literally, the look on his face was like,
it's kind of weird, man. You got to watch the movie. Like, you feel bad as you're watching it. And then it's kind of funny to look back and see they were the same couple that was in Cocoon together. But again, you're talking about two people that were the same age or similar. Oh my God, I can't even say it. Same old. Move on to the next movie. They're same old. But I know I can't say it. Similar,
yeah, sure. That word.
Yeah. All right, so are we straight? Want to keep going? What do you guys want to do?
I mean, I've always been straight.
Okay. All right, we're gonna call it. All right, we're good. So listen, before we go anywhere, I do want to plug a little bit, guys. Giggity. Listen, we've not done this in a long time. I know it's in the links and all that bullshit, but listen, Fourth Wall, Shellheads, we've got gear, we've got shirts, we've got shoes, we've got you name it, it's on there. Please, if you haven't, jump on there, man. Just see what's there. If you like it, great, buy it. It'd be awesome. It benefits, helps the channel keep moving forward. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, the whole deal. And of course, we've got, Wheezy is going to be doing Collector's Hideout. That shit's going live. And when is it? July 3rd?
July 3rd, something's dropping. Either a live episode or a recorded episode, but something's dropping July 3rd.
Collector's Hideout, July 3rd. And it's not straight toys. It's going to be...
It's going to be a lot like this. Talking movies, comics, just everything amongst our realm of nerds and collectors.
We need to support each other, and I know Wheezy's going to have a great channel. I'm excited for it, and I actually wanted to bring up some Toxic Crusader shit tonight, but I didn't. We just don't have the time. We all have to tomorrow, huh?
For the remake?
Yeah.
Ooh. All right, next one.
Be available within the next few days.
Yeah, I don't have enough alcohol, and I gotta go. So
no. Be available for the next few days. If you're available, maybe that'll be the first episode of Collector's Hideout. We'll tackle that shit.
And you know what? I'm down for that. Let's do it. I want to talk about it. So I'm excited. And if that's the first one for Collector's Hideout, I know Drinks and Toys, Shellhead Toys is ready to help out and promote that for sure, man. I want to make it get off the ground.
Quick question before we move on.
Yeah.
Are you going to go watch it?
As much as I don't want to, the answer is yes.
All right, Lindsay.
I'll probably wait for it to come out on video, to be honest.
So Johnny and I will go see it then.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's gonna be awesome.
Well, I mean, if you guys want to go together, I could arrange something. I thought you were just like by myself, like because the wife won't be interested, so I just probably won't go to it, But
he's got a lot of knowledge.
Sounds good.
All right. Yeah.
But if you guys want to try and plan something to go as a crew, I could probably work something out.
All right. Yeah, maybe we should talk about that. Plan something out.
I'm in. And again, Johnny, man, you've got some huge shit, man. Like, listen, before we even get into that, because Johnny's got the biggest news of all. Joe Fest was great. I will tell you that we actually made contact through our friend Alex. And Alex, we appreciate you, man. We love you. Our grasses never look better. But I know you were spending time with Ryan from Toy Federation. You got a selfie with him, and you were telling him a little bit about our podcast. And Ryan was like, yeah, man, I'd love to be on. And so we would love to have Ryan on here from Toy Federation. I think we're going to. He's a good cat. From what we can tell, he's friends with a lot of people we know, and I think it'd be really awesome, and we're excited for that, and I really hope that happens to help not only push us, but push him.
Tony's a fanboy the whole time.
Yeah, a fanboy the whole time. I don't give a shit. I think the guy's cool. I love his channel. I love what he does. I'm a fan. So if he makes it happen for us and for himself, that's great. He's a good cat. He's got a lot going on. But Johnny, go ahead, man. Big news, and we're all excited for it.
Dude, we should really make a road trip to go up there.
And you, brother. Let's go.
Check it out.
You.
So yeah, of course, you know, we got the Grub Sport merch, j5toys.com. Now it's available on there. So be sure to keep up. And to everyone that has been supporting, purchasing, thank you so much. Like I said, all the funds that go through there are going to go to the toy line. So making huge leaps and bounds with that. So we got prototyping tooling happening. And so we got actually the guys over at Four Horsemen Studios. They're working on that. So they're doing the prototypes up for those guys. So super excited.
You have to repeat that. Go back.
What?
So the people in the back can hear you. Four Horsemen's doing what now?
Four Horsemen, bitch. You guys hearing this shit? Same guys who make Mythic Legions. Johnny, go ahead.
Yeah, so they're doing the prototyping and tooling for Grub Sport.
Johnny made it happen.
Impressive.
Dude, so congrats.
I'm super excited to see what they can do. So they're
I have questions that I will hold till afterwards in the private. I do have questions.
Johnny, just 1 second, man. I don't want you to denounce or make it less than it is. Like, you worked really hard for this, man. Grub Sport, all the effort you're putting in, all the resources you're putting in, whether it be the figures, whether it be the designs, whether it be trying to get like comic books or coloring books or whatever it is, man. You're going all in, and we are 100% fucking backing the shit out of you, man. We appreciate what you got going on, the hard work. In my head, I'm just like, man, you're doing what I could never do. I don't have a toy line. I don't want to have a toy line, but you're making it happen for yourself. And so I know Weezy and I are 100% behind you. Dude, keep going. That's great. That's awesome. And we just want to celebrate you for a second and what you have potentially going on.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's kind of like skin in the game at this point. So there's no backing out now.
Yeah, fuck.
So basically, don't fuck it up.
I mean, bro. I can't wait to see what they do for you, what they come up with, because those guys are very talented and they have quite the imagination.
They are
huge
so I'm
dongs.
definitely excited to see where they take it to.
Because now they're completely different topic. Cool.
We got here road trip. Where are we going?
Road trip. Yo, we're going to North Carolina.
North Carolina. That's what you do. You're coming with us, apparently.
I do want to go see his shop. It looks awesome. I will tell you, though, the other one I'd like to go to. Does anybody else follow Dallas Vintage Toys?
I don't follow them, but I've seen, I believe, Pixel Dan's video over there. If it's the same place, and I contact them about an item I wanted that I saw in Pixel Dan's video, and they're like, yeah, we don't ship. I'm like, oh, well, never mind.
So neither does Ryan. So I thought about that. I'm like, man, why don't you ship? Why don't you ship? Why don't you ship? And I started thinking in my head, I'm like, they don't ship for good reason. Because there's go ahead.
Well, yeah, like the same reason, like, the only things I would ship from store would be modern stuff.
Yes. And so that was going to be my point.
And the other thing, too, is, okay, so someone saw a Facebook post on it, but by the time that happened, someone else already came into the store, and it's long gone.
Yeah, no, I inquired about the thing. Well, what it was a Predator item, and I inquired about it. And oh, yeah, we still have it. It's here. It's this much. You can come by anytime and get it. I'm like, oh, I live in Florida. Would you mind shipping it? And I'm like, oh, no, sorry, we don't ship. I'm like, all right, cool. It is what it is. But
So I understand why. So I thought about it in my head. I'm like, all right, why don't you ship? That's stupid. You're losing business. Well, okay, but how many people, and this is really crappy, but this is how they have to operate. How many people are going to get that product and say, oh, it's not 100% what I thought it was. So let me either A, charge back, B, fight with eBay, or what have you, and they don't have to pay for it, and they get to keep the item. And so the store is SOL because they're out that item. And I think that's really messed up. But unfortunately, that's the world we live in right now, where people just want to play that game as opposed to just going to the location, picking up the product themselves.
So, yeah, a workaround to that too is you can make them, like, for example, you can have like a specific vintage section. Like, let's say you put it on your online store. It's almost like a club thing. Like, you don't charge them to join it, but you sign up for that membership. And the agreement in that membership is when it comes to those vintage items and those like loose items, things like that. When you sign up for that, you are agreeing to the terms that all of those sales are final and you are buying them as is.
Yeah, I mean, you can agree to those things, but when you have payment plans or payment companies like PayPal, they don't care what your agreement is. They're no, they don't.
I've done that.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
And that's happened to me before.
Does anybody else have a cat in their video?
No.
So yeah, I'm telling you from actual experience. I have encountered that, and PayPal has actually backed me on that.
Yeah, I've been screwed by the exact same thing through eBay, through other.
I got screwed through a pop. So back in the day, Elvira, when I go to spooky shows, she had an orange Funko Pop, and we bought it. We had it signed, video of authentication, and everything. I sealed this thing 10 different ways from Sunday, patted the fuck out of it, and it was sent to this person, and they go, oh, it got crushed. The box is perfect, and the pop has like a minimal crease, and I'm thinking, you did that. You opened the box too aggressively. And that's exactly what happened. And they won. They fought it, and they won. So they got to keep the pop and the $600 they paid for the pop. And that's fucking burned me every day for eBay.
Well, yeah, I think also the difference could be that, you guys are like from a reseller standpoint versus from a website,
it's with PayPal. So
yeah, I'm just like, it could be anybody.
Again, that could be two different factors with what happened with me and what happened with you guys.
Because like mine was, I was sold a Proton pack, a Spirit Halloween Proton pack, and the shipping was insane because it was going overseas, and it got there the day before Halloween. And then the day after Halloween, the guy messaged me, oh, it doesn't work. I opened it up. It doesn't work. I want my money back. I'm like, oh, it says right, all sales final, no returns, this and that. He contacted PayPal. They forced me to take it back. I had to pay the shipping for it to come back. Even though when I got it back, I took video of me opening it and then turning it on and it working perfectly, proving that the guy lied. And they still told me, nope, too bad. You have to refund him his money. So I had to refund him the money. I got the item back, thankfully, but then I still had to pay the 100+ shipping to get it back over here from England. I got screwed on all that.
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you then, man. But like I said,
PayPal sides with fucking buyers. That's what it is.
But again, I don't know what other factors could have played in that. But as far as for me, again, when that happened, I showed them the agreement that they signed up for, and PayPal backed me on that.
Yeah, PayPal is notorious for going with the buyer, but hey, glad it didn't happen to you though.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it and say it's 10:30. It's time for us to fucking shut this shit down.
Yep,
time for bed.
Easy, man. We've got next week, Tuesday the 1st is going to be our next, obviously our podcast, and then you're on the 3rd, man. And so again, Collector's Hideout, guys. If you haven't, you're hearing it here first.
Wait, so what time?
What time? Actually, yeah, I'm sorry.
So that depends if I do live or not. If I do live, it'll probably wind up being a Thursday night show, and it'll probably be around the same time as this, around 9:00.
Okay.
If it's going to be posted, I'm just going to wind up posting it in the day, but I'm probably going to set a time for it to release at like 7 p.m. to drop the actual release of the video if I wind up just recording first and posting it.
All right, so between 7 and 9.
So third,
Around
9
there.
o'clock, 7 to 9. Yeah.
Yeah, around there.
Okay.
Guys, you heard it
Test the bugs.
first. You heard it here first. Collector's Hideout. Let's give Weezy that support. Send him a message. You want to be on board? You want to be that guy? You want to be the gal who is a person on there, a guest, you could say? Do it, man. Hit him up. Make it happen.
Yeah,
But
message me.
If you're not subscribed, you should go ahead and do so now.
Please.
that too.
Through Facebook, Instagram, all that. I'm on all that shit. Collector's Hideout. You'll find it. Follow it. Subscribe. Whatever. Hit the
Mr.
buttons.
Psycho. Isn't that Tim?
No, that's John.
And he wants us to do another half hour. I have to go to the bathroom.
I gotta go to wake up in the morning.
What's the amount of liquor?
He's on summer break. He doesn't have any job
Yeah,
right now. No
yeah,
one's
I-
saying.
what are you?
Well, I gotta be up at 3:30, so
These fucking kids. All right. Shellheads, thank you so much for coming out. This is Drinks and Toys. We're here with Mr. Johnny Five and Mr. Wheezy. We've had a great clientele tonight. Thank you guys so much for chatting with us. We enjoy you. We appreciate you. But we're done. It's 10:30. We're way past our bedtimes, and it's time for us to cancel it. So, as always, and as we love to end it, or maybe just me, nuckips. And that is when we hit stop. We out.
Oh man.